Okay, so this is a new pick a card reading. Sorry for the delay. I kind of hurt myself. Um, so shuffling has been really hard. Doing anything has been hard. So it kind of motivated me or inspired me to do this pick a card reading in particular. And basically, it is how am I mentally blocking myself? So I figured I kept seem to be doing too much at once and constantly, and then the universe sort of just kind of slammed me with a couple of injuries, one after the other, and forced me to take time off work to slow down. So this is what inspired this reading here. So yeah. So over here we've got group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4, and we've got a slight little gaming theme going on. So group 1 is DMC, group 2 is Fallout, group 3 is Final Fantasy, and group 4 is like those Lego games. And we've got our little portal aperture and Dishonored thing up there just to signify that it is a slight gaming theme this time around. So go ahead and pick a pile and click on the timestamp below. Okay, so this is group 1. Sorry, it's going to be a little bit long-winded. I pulled out a few too many cards, but I think you kind of need to get a bit more information. So starting with our little Dishonored cards. The first two, the Weeper and Queen of Cups. So the Weeper is equivalent to the Lovers card, and the Lovers is your decision card. So it's emotional choices. So what's currently mentally blocking you right now is your emotional indecisiveness, I suppose is the word for it. So you've got things coming in that are like you're making choices in your life currently based on emotions and not on what you're feeling on, like you're trusting your gut or trusting your instincts. It's emotional choices at the moment, and these emotional choices are blocking you currently from making the correct decisions, I suppose is the word. Because over here we've got the Four of Cups, which means someone is coming along and they are offering you this choice, and you're just like emotionally, no, I can't deal with this right now, and turning away from it. And so it's making you feel kind of like trapped. So this one here is more like you didn't, not saying you didn't make the right choice, but you made a choice that kind of bound you and got you caught in like one position, and you can't really move because you can't see. You're blinded, literally blinded by these emotions from this choice. The main thing with this is to remember that you do, in this card, the feet are unbound, so you can get up and you can sort of like walk away. So that is another option, just to go along and just walk away from this emotional stuff that's holding you back. Because over here you've got your Two of Swords, which is also choices coming up. So you've got the choice to either keep making these decisions based on emotions, or learning to trust your instincts and going with it. In the end, if you make the right one, obviously you're going to end up in that little happy family sort of situation, Sunted's families, all that sort of jazz. But yeah, it's emotionally, a lot of emotions are blocking you guys at the moment. So you've got like water somewhat just flowing through some of these cards. Onto our little cloud deck, you've got the Voice and the Thunder. Excuse me. So once you get past this emotional blockage, learn to speak out, speak up. Because there's some people that are coming along and they are attacking you for making some choice or some decision or just something that upsets them. So they've come along and they have just like verbally assaulted you essentially without meaning to or without intending to. So learn to have a voice. So it's also next to the hail, which is frozen emotions. So once again, we're back down to what's mentally blocking you at the moment is frozen emotions. So someone's come along and they've said something, they've attacked you, and then you're just frozen and emotionally just blocked, like feeling and doing all of that sort of stuff, like from reacting. You're not reacting and you need to. So to the outside people, it's making you seem like you're just daydreaming, you're lazy, you're snoozing, essentially. But after all that, what it's telling you is to rest. So you're being emotionally blocking yourself, and then people come along and then they're making you emotionally block more, making you just want to like rest, cut yourself off, do that sort of thing. It's not a bad thing, essentially. It's just you've got a lot of emotional blockage coming through. You're not really trusting instincts like you should be, because you've got really good instincts, is what the last little card is telling me. So you got your little owl, so you've got your wisdom. I'm not saying you can see things coming, but you know, sort of thing. So get up there. It's a super cute card. So you're smart. You are essentially like world smart, but you're just emotionally blocking yourself at the moment. So learn to trust your instincts and go with that. Pan back through. Okay, so this is pile 2. This is the Fallout group, Nuka-Cola. Right, so what is mentally blocking you guys at the moment? So straight off the bat, you've got your Page of Cups and your Ace of Swords. So this basically tells me is that you get an idea for something, you go out and you do it, and then you get an idea for something else, and then you reset yourself, essentially. So what's mentally blocking you is that you guys come along and you get an idea, and then you start something new, and then you get another idea, and then you scrap the old one, and then you go and start something new. So you keep giving yourself too many new beginnings, essentially. So it is your mental blockage at the moment. So over here you've got the star, which is basically your innovation, your ideas and all that. So you keep coming up and you keep going out and giving ideas, and then you rest between them, and then you go out and you try something else. And this essentially is you backstabbing yourself. Normally this is a bad card. It's normally saying someone is backstabbing you, but in this regards here is that you're going out there and you're nothing killing yourself or backstabbing yourself. Well, yeah, I think you are sort of backstabbing yourself by taking on too much and then not finishing off what you've started. And then right next to that you've got this one here, so that's 9 of Cups. So that is you're giving out too much of your own energy into the universe by starting all these things over and then going back and starting something new, and then going forward and going forward and going forward, and you just keep resetting yourself. So this alone here is basically your summary of what is mentally blocking you right now. Is you keep restarting, and you need to sit back, you need to relax, you need to rest for a bit, and then figure out what you really want to do. So this could be like in a job, or it could be just like in study or something like that. So you've got the King of Cups. So emotionally you feel like you've got it all, you've got it sorted, but you just keep going back and doing the same thing over and over again, but not if you sort of get my drift. So it's just a repetitive cycle that you need to emotionally just stop and think about what you want to do. So it's a lot of indecisions coming in that's causing you a mental blockage right now. Okay, on to the card cards. So yeah, the Sword here, basically you're feeling like chained up because you keep making this, it's saying the same thing essentially, that you're chaining yourself to these ideas, and then straight afterwards you erase and you reverse and you go back and you start a new idea, and it's just an ongoing constant struggle. So I don't know what's going on in your guys' lives exactly, but the fact that you keep resetting yourself is a current mental blockage for you guys. So my advice is to find that one thing, tunnel vision yourself, essentially. Go out there and sort it. Maybe, I don't know, meditation, something along those lines. But yeah, go out there and sort yourself out a little bit better. Just because it's an ongoing struggle and you're just going to keep doing it over and over again without realizing that you're doing it. And it's just chewing up so much of your time and your energy. And we're ending on a Fiona and the Unicorn, the gift of sacred sight. So maybe you can, as I said, do some like meditation, go on to some other YouTube channels, hit those pick a card readings and stuff out there, and find out and see if they might hint towards what you think you should be doing. Some of them are actually pretty good and spot on. But yeah, this is you guys. What is mentally blocking you? Group number 2. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so this is group 3. This is the Final Fantasy Chocobo group. For what is mentally blocking you right now. This is a really interesting thing. So straight off the bat, it's telling me that you guys need rest because at the moment, excuse me, everything is mentally blocking you. Like, everything is happening at once and constantly, and it is just ongoing. You're getting slammed left, right, and centre with a whole bunch of external, beyond your control type situations. So this is what is blocking you currently at the moment. Really sorry that that's happening to you guys, but for some reason it's just said that. But yeah, everything is blocking you. So apparently you've made a choice or said something in the past that is gone and upset someone, and then in turn it's not so put the universe against you, it's just put everything against you. Doesn't have to be like one thing you said, just little things over time, and it's just like built up constantly, and so everything is now coming at you all at once. So it's I'm not saying it's ruining friendships essentially, but it's separating you from the people around you, the people that you care about. So yeah, that is that part. Sorry, just my wrist. I'm trying to do this properly. Being cool. Sorry. Right. So it's telling me that you guys need to have strength, and then you need to realign yourself with the cosmos, essentially the universe. So you've got a whole bunch of external stuff happening at the moment. That's what the strength is telling me. So you guys need to just readjust your spiritual alignment, meditation, just listening to ambient music, chilling in your room, going out and just relaxing, watch a movie, something like that, just to realign yourself and to take your mind off everything that's happening at the moment. Won't make it go away, but it will at least get you more tunnel focused, tunnel vision sorted, for sorting yourself out spiritually, to realign all your energies and everything like that. Right. I'm going to take these clock cards. Oh. Right. So the clock cards. Basically, it's telling me the same sort of thing. As beginning is self-reflection and rest. So this is the way that you're gonna hopefully fix it. So otherwise, this is your current situation, is that everything is just spiraling and you're not sure what is actually happening, if it's real, if it's not real, or something along those lines. But basically, do some self-reflection, meditation, that sort of stuff. Get some rest, realign your energies before things essentially just spiral out of control and you really can't tell what is real and what isn't real. Just trying to think what else, but yeah, the fact that you guys have been slammed with like everything. Not saying that you, like me or anything, like you've got injuries and all that sort of stuff that keep happening. It's more just like one thing will happen and you'll have to postpone plans with people, and then another thing will happen, maybe just a sprain of like, I don't know, ankle, or just something. There'll be one little physical element that will force you to step back, and then everything starts piling on top of that, because you're not slowing yourself down, you're not taking the time to rest. So that is that one over there. And the black cat, lost magic, atonement, rebalance. So essentially what you're doing is, because everything is slamming you at once, it is a moment of trying to rebalance yourself, trusting your instincts and going from there. So if you've upset people in the past, go in, say sorry, actually mean it too, don't just go, oh, I'm sorry, it's kind of rude, and then realign your energies and everything like that. But yeah, this is group 3, so this is the Final Fantasy group. Okay, so what is mentally blocking you for group number 4? This is like the Lego games group. So just scroll through this real quick. Right, so this is a fun one. So basically what is mentally blocking you right now is that you've got a lot of things, a lot of action, a lot of movement, a lot of stuff going on right now, and it's coming constantly and it feels like it's all coming at once. So for example, you might have picked up an extra shift at work, you get off work and then you find out that you've got like a split shift or something the next day, but then you've also got to go to a doctor sometime that day. It's just things like that. So it's like everything is happening at once. It's like everything is moving really, really fast that you can't slow down and take a breather, essentially. So you've got your King of Coins, so this is you're trying to save for something. So this is you holding on to your money right now. You've got the Knight of Wands, or Jack of Wands, and that's essentially the beginning of things moving fast. Then you've got your Eight of Wands, is also, it's ongoing and it's constant, and this is what's mentally blocking you, is that the universe has decided to throw everything at you at once, sort of thing. So it's not just like constant shifts at work or going to the doctors, it's just that piled on top of things that you actually really need to get out there and do right now. So it could be if you're in a band, you've got work, you've got doctors, things like that, is that you'll get home, you'll maybe home for like half an hour to put your feet up, get changed, and out the door again you go, essentially, and then you come home and rinse and repeat for the next day. So that is that. But because these things are happening like now and constantly, you've got the world in your hands, and the fact that it's popped up twice. So we've got everything. So what's happening with the universe is that it's throwing everything at your way and it's rushing you in towards what you're supposed to be doing, so then you can have this money behind you, essentially, or have that happiness behind you, and then sit back and enjoy it. So it's throwing everything at you right now, so you'll have a moment where you can sit back, relax, enjoy the view, that sort of thing. So what's mentally blocking you right now is something that, it's not a bad thing, essentially, it's just frustrating as hell, but the universe is setting you up to sit back, chillax, relax, do whatever, and have that world in your hands. So yeah, but yeah, essentially this is just confirming everything. So you've got your wood and the time. So essentially time, you feel like time is escaping you because there's so much going on at once. And it's just everything that you need to get done, like at home, like housework or like whatever. It's just building up and building up and growing, and you haven't had time for it. And so Blaze is also the essentially everything is just racing and roaring out of control. And then something else in the background there. So you're also keeping secrets from yourself. For some reason that's what this card is. If you've seen the series, you'll know. Spoiler alert. What she's got a secret that she doesn't know, but she's keeping it from herself essentially. So yeah, you're keeping secrets from yourself as well for some reason. So like, I think it's like, it could be a spiritual, I feel like it's more on a spiritual level that something's going on, and you're keeping it from yourself without realizing you're keeping it from yourself. Yeah, it's a really confusing card to have throw up on the end. But yeah, essentially this is just telling me that the universe is throwing everything you at once, and this is your current mental blockage, but not worry, you can sit back, you can relax, and do a thing later. And you must choose. So this is just telling me that you can either choose to slow down now and wait for your rewards, or you can keep going, string through it, and enjoy it earlier, sort of thing, if you rush into it, or if the universe rushes you into it, that sort of thing. But here we go, this is you guys, group number 4.